When you start healing and you start speaking about your trauma and what you went through, a lot of people are going to think that you've got issues. They're going to think that you're damaged. They're going to think you're out looking for attention. They're going to think you're wanting to be seen. And it's not that they're trying to be hurtful in saying those things. It's because they don't understand. They think they know you, but they really don't know you. And that's the part where those of us who've went through certain traumas and difficulties in our life have to have grace with those who really don't know that part of you or that side of you. A lot of the things that you're choosing to speak about, you've kept to yourself, you've not shared, they don't know, and they're viewing you from their own lens and how they thought you were and who they thought you were and what they thought you should be. And it's going to be growth for both of you, growth for you in your strength and confidence to speak about it, and also growth in them for realizing that everything and everyone is not who they categorize or expect them to be based on what they see, based on what they think they know. And that's where grace comes in from our part and from their part. And if they truly, truly do care about you, they will understand where you're coming from and why you've kept certain things quiet and why you've not spoken about it. Because at the time when you would have a reaction of said person telling you that, say, you're damaged or you're broken or you're looking for attention, you would take that as an attack on who you were and you would shut down again. But with the healing process is you heal, you don't see it as an attack. You don't see it as them coming against you. You see it as they're seeing me for who I truly am, and they really don't know who I am. And that's where their misunderstanding or judgment comes from. And although I guess I'll speak for myself, although I am one who went through that, and there are only people who are recently understanding or hearing about what I went through when I was younger. I'm having grace for them because they truly don't know where this is coming from, and they're assuming that it's just coming from a place of hurt when really it's coming from a place of strength and a place of healing, because it takes a lot for someone to be willing and able to speak about something that is traumatic. And I hope that there's at least one person who hears this that I can give that hope to and be that strength to. And even though there are people that may shy away from you and run away from you and turn away from you or judge you, and let them think whatever they want to think, right? Because you know where it's coming from. They don't. And they would take the time to understand and ask you how come, why, what can I do to support you? I'm here if you need anything, or tell you how strong you are. And I'll tell you, my whole entire life, I went through that without no one really knowing except a handful of people. And a lot of us go through that. And a lot of us will face people in our lives that think they know us, that don't really know us, that'll question us and say, you're too broken for me. I don't want to deal with someone like you. But see, they're only seeing the trauma that you're speaking about. They're not seeing the healing that's allowing you to speak of said trauma. And that's the difference. And those are some of the people that you need to be willing to let go. Because the healing journey doesn't mean that everybody who's with you right now goes with you moving forward. Healing means shedding layers. It means dropping the weight. It means letting things go. When you throw out the garbage, you don't keep it in your house. You put it outside so it gets taken away. Otherwise, it starts to stink. And sometimes that garbage are certain people in your life that you have to let go of. So be prepared that if you are at a point in your life where you're going to talk about these things and bring these things to light to give strength to someone else, but also to release yourself, expect people to react in a way that you would not expect them to. And yeah, it may hurt you, but at the end of the day, if they really cared about you, the things that they're saying shouldn't hurt because they would understand why you're saying it and they would support you in what you're doing. Healing is a lonely road, especially when it comes to sensitive, traumatic experiences, because not a lot of people go through it, or people do go through it, but they choose to quiet it and shove it down and not deal with it. It's not pretty, but it's worth it, I'll tell you that. And it's a lonely road sometimes. But sometimes those are the best journeys to have because you don't have the outside noise and the constant echoing of others blocking you from where you need to be going. You know yourself better than anybody else. And don't let anybody else tell you who you're supposed to be, what you're supposed to be, what you should be saying or doing. It's all you. All you and only you. You know who you are. You know what you've been through. Be proud of yourself.